What's good, y'all? I'm back with another video, and in this video, I want to talk about how society, or really like Western society, promotes division. So I want to take the example of like the medical industry, right? So when we go to the doctor, let's say we have some type of something going on with our stomach, right? So when you leave the regular doctor, most of the times they assign you or they send you to the stomach doctor. I don't know if it's called like the gastrologist or something. I don't know. But that's what they do, right? If something's going on with your heart, they send you to a cardiologist. If something's going on with your skin, they send you to the what? Epidemiologist. So my point is, even though everything is tied together, because that's just nature, that's just a fact, that's just how we've been created. We've been created so that everything ties together. We have a system of organs that work together as a whole. The heart doesn't work by itself, the stomach doesn't work by itself, the liver doesn't work by itself, the gallbladder, our lungs. It's a system that works together. But if you go to a conventional regular doctor, they don't let you know that. They don't have that mentality and that level of understanding to where they can help you out and help you realize that, okay, if something is going on with your skin, there's a problem with your stomach, there's a problem with your kidneys, you know? So we're gonna figure out from a holistic perspective what's going on. How are you moving? How are you eating? How are you thinking? How are you feeling? What emotions are you feeling most of the day? You know? Because our emotions, they affect different organs as well, right? So this society, the medical system is just one example of how we are built on division. Because reflexology, right? Reflexology is the study of massaging the hands and the feet for better energy flow and to help remove blockages through different parts of the body. Because in each of our hands and our feet, we have points on everywhere, every part of our finger, every part of our palm, and just like the soles of our feet and our toes that connect to different parts of our body. There's parts on the big toe that connect to our head. There's parts on the heel and the sole that connect to our what? Our stomach, our some. I'm forgetting right now. I gotta get my book. But our feet and our hands, they're connected to every part of our body. Our teeth are connected to every part of our body, right? So back to the system. When you are at the dentist, right? If everybody was really working together and working in terms of the system that we have and the system that our body operates on, let's say you go to the dentist and you're a little kid and you are having a lot of plaque. If it was a holistic dentist, they would sit down and ask the parents, ask you, what are you eating? You know, what's causing all of this? Because there's only a few things that can cause all of this plaque buildup, right? Processed foods, too much sugar, too much starch, things like that, right? So if the dentist was on some real holistic stuff, he would ask those questions, but then he would also get in contact with your doctor for your stomach and let them know that, okay, since I'm seeing all this plaque in here, their stomach can't be functioning properly, their stomach can't be functioning the best way possible, right? So they will work together in that way where they'll be able to see one thing and identify that there is underlying issue somewhere else, or there is going to be a correlation somewhere else within the body, instead of being like, okay, let's just scrape the plaque off. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. Keep brushing your teeth, keep flossing, you'll be good. You'll never get cavities, you know? So the fact that we don't have that is the same as we don't have that interconnected relationship with the stomach doctor, with the foot doctor, with the ankle doctor. You know, when we do have swelling in certain parts of the body can be relieved through releasing the tension from the feet and through massaging the feet, right? Or we can use those points, we can use painful parts of our hands and parts where we press on in our feet and let us know, okay, there's something going on in this area of the body. There's something going on with this organ right here. There's something going on with this system right here. But we don't have that perspective. We don't have that view, you know? Our brain is always working together with everything, with our skin, with our organs, with our stomach, with our heart, right? And the heart is working through everything to pump blood or to send blood through everything, right? So if we didn't have our blood vessels, if we didn't have our lungs to breathe and pump the blood and the oxygen to different parts of our bodies, then we wouldn't be able to function like we do, right? And it's clear when you see people who have certain ailments, something is wrong with their heart. They're not vital, they're not okay. Same with people who have lung disease, right? People who've been smoking cigarettes forever. They don't have that vitality. They don't have that voice, you know, that voice where it really projects itself. You know how, y'all know how smokers sound, bro. They sound rough. But at the end of the day, it's because we have such a divided society. So our minds get programmed to think in terms of division, to think in terms of separation, and to not see things as a whole, and to not see how we all work together. All our body parts work together, all our society works together to create what it is. Healthy societies, they have healthy systems, they have healthy people, you know, they have a holistic society. Unhealthy societies, it's built on separation. It's built on 6 feet apart. It's built on distance and being secluded and being isolated and being more attracted to the phone and what's on the phone than what's in front of us in real life, and appreciating the beauty and the blue sky, the water, the sunshine, the grass beneath our feet, the fresh air outside. It hit different when you're outside versus when you're inside. That's just a fact. But there's so many people who love to be inside more than being outside. And even me, some days I do. I'm not gonna lie. But it's just proof that we have been so programmed and so turned backwards, like turned into a backwards way of life. We know what's good for us. Everybody knows we need vitamin D from the sun. But how many people know that, but they don't do it, you know? Man, it's just making me think about myself. I know things, but I don't always do it, right? But that's why I'm posting more on here. I'm having these talks. This is just a talk with myself. I'm just spitting out what's on my mind, what's on my heart. things that I type in my notes, you know, ideas that I have. But this right here, posting on YouTube has been something that I've been talking about for the longest time. And I always think about different ideas. I would always write out different ideas in my journal, but never actually sit down and make the video and take the time to talk about what I wrote down and post it, right? And express it. So I'm back and I'm on here and I'm gonna be talking about holistic stuff. I'm gonna be talking about how this connects to this. I'm gonna be talking about how society connects to us and how we connect to our society, and things on the micro level and the macro level, how everything is intertwined. Small habits, they make big habits, they make lifestyle changes. I was thinking to myself last night how the way that I operate now, it took a lot of change, and it took years, and it was gradual, and a lot of the things that I know that I do automatically in terms of making sure my food organic for the most part, and getting food with very little ingredients. If not one, then 2, 3, you know, 4 or 5 max. But it took me a while to get to this point where now it's just natural. Now I don't even think about it. I just go in the store. I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm gonna put in my basket. I know what can't go in my basket. I know which ingredients I can read, and I'll be like, okay, I understand everything that it's saying here. Let me get this. Versus the science experiments and all the long sodium hexamechloride and all that. Nah, bro. But in the past, I wouldn't think about it. I would just grab it, you know? And that's the beauty about learning yourself, digging into yourself, challenging yourself, doing new things. The more you learn about yourself and you learn that depth that you have and the depth that other people have, instead of taking what they do for face value or taking things personal and not thinking that there's a deeper reason, there's a deeper meaning to what they're saying, there's a deeper reasoning behind why they acted the way they did. And the same as us, there's a deep reason why we do what we do. There's deep subconscious beliefs that we have inside of us, which is the reason and the explanation why we self-sabotage ourselves sometimes, or why we follow through with something sometimes, because we believe in ourselves. But the more you understand that depth about yourself and within you, it reflects in the outer world. So you do take the time to go more in depth with what you put in your body, because you care about it more and you understand the importance of it and how powerful it is. You understand how the people that you hang around, it's going to be osmosis. So you're going to be on whatever they on, you know? And they're going to influence you. So you can't just be choosing people for superficial reasons and choosing people because you want to smoke weed with them, or y'all like doing this, or y'all grew up together doing this and this. We all get to that point where we start being more intentional about what we consume, the energies that we consume, who we keep around us, the food we put in our bodies, the things we put in our minds, the things we watch on social media, the music we listen to, the substances we use. We all get to that point. Some people do, some people don't, honestly. Some people, they keep going. We all have that awareness, though, that this I'm taking right here is doing me good. This I'm taking right here is doing me bad. But I know that was kind of like off topic, but still, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all connected, full circle, right? So, man, our society trains us to be divided, and it's built for us to be divided. So we got to do the opposite, and we got to be connected, and we got to be together and unified. And it starts with ourselves. Unity within, unifying our subconscious mind and our conscious mind, unifying our heart and our mind, being aligned within with our values, our word, how we want to be. We got to align that. And when that is aligned, excuse me, things start aligning in the outside world. And we start aligning with the right people and the right experiences and the right circumstances and the luck and the favor and the blessings. But it all starts with us. It all starts with learning ourselves, connecting with ourselves, not being separate, not separating ourselves from those aspects that we don't want to dig into, that we don't want to ask it ourselves why or question ourselves about. We can't run away from ourselves forever. We can't run away from who we are and those experiences that have molded us to be how we are right now, whether we like it or not. So we have to do the opposite of what society has trained us to do and connect, see the connections between things, see the relationships between things, the relationships between each other, ourselves, our parents, our siblings. We're all interconnected. That's a fact. So we got to start acting like it and moving like it and seeing life like that. Because when you see things differently, the world changes, your world changes. So if you've been seeing things in this divided perspective your whole life, imagine when you start seeing things in an interconnected, unified perspective. How things are going to look, how life is going to feel, how things are going to be. Completely different. Completely different. No more victim mentality, no more blaming, no more having that external locus of control. It's all internal at the end of the day. So we got to connect with ourselves and understand that we're all connected and everything is connected. Period. Everything. Peace.